Yeah, Quincy Commandos, episode 3, titled Cheers to the Tin Man. And of course, this episode is all about G.I. Robot. And this episode, this is what James Gunn is able to do so well. Through Guardians of the Galaxy, through Suicide Squad, he's able to have you be so invested with just things. Because technically, G.I. Robot is just a robot whose whole thing is his programming. And his programming is World War II level stuff because he was built in World War II, programmed during World War II. And his whole programming is killing Germans, killing Nazis. Every dialogue he says in this show is killing Nazis, killing Nazis, killing Nazis, killing Nazis. And in this episode, I'm like, I give a shit. I give a shit about this character who can't shut up by killing Germans. I mean, Nazis bad, but you think, come on, there has to be more to this character. And in a way, there isn't, but you're able to put so much, he's able to put so much layer to this character who's kind of, in a way, a wonder character if you really think about it. Just go through, Guardians of the Galaxy. He was able to make us be invested for 3 movies and a holiday special about a talking tree who only says 3 words as an adult, as a baby, and as a new adult, because Avengers did the teenage years, or a talking raccoon. I mean, definitely when it came to Guardians 3. And then Suicide Squad, maybe be invested with Weasel, maybe be invested with Starling, a talking, a starfish, a kaiju-sized starfish. King Shark, who's, that version of King Shark, he's not that intelligent, but he's a walking, talking shark. Polka Dot Man, all that kind of stuff. He's able to let you be invested to any character. And when bad stuff happens with the character, in this case G.I. Robot, you just feel bad and sad and sorrow with it that the programming that he did and that he's designed to do basically in a way punishes him at the end. And at the end, when he is killing all of Cersei's men, you sense a sense of glee, the sense of wonder, the sense of absolute joy that he has. His program, his life of being is to kill Nazis, and as much as it is a one note, in a way, it's a one note section. You feel like this robot is a human being, and that is his joy. That is his joy. It's a twisted thing to say, but he has this joy to have. And when he is getting struck away with it, he's able to connect with his soldier boys. He is a soldier in heart. If he had a heart, the Tin Man has a heart after all, using Wizard of Oz terminology. And we saw the introduction of Sergeant Rock in this episode, of course. Which there's been trays and talk about having apparently DC is planning to make a Sergeant Rock movie with the director of Queer and Challengers with directing the film along with Daniel Craig playing Sergeant Rock. So it's kind of a neat idea that hey, okay, I'm quite I know my DC knowledge more than Marvel, but I'm quite new to this character, Sergeant Rock, what is he about? It's okay, this is a neat introduction, who seems like Sergeant Rock is just a regular general guy and that type of thing. Sounds like it's hey, we need some general guy, we need some soldier person. Sergeant Rock is that character, you know what I mean? But he's able to talk to, G.I. Robot was able to talk to his soldiers like they're soldiers. And I feel so bad at the end, I feel bad for him. At the end of the story, how he got into prison, which is kind of weird in a way. It is a weird thing about he's a robot. This is his programming, and he's having a trial like a regular human being, like a living human being that is so full of life. That's full of life that it was just his programming. He had no control of it. But he gets treated like a regular person, which is kind of weird. But to be fair, if I live in the DC universe, the vein, the concept of what is what is human, what isn't human, what is metahuman, what isn't metahuman, the lines would get easily blurry. So it makes sense, and that. I mean, look, the final, but the stuff like all the flashback stuff is perfect. All the flashback stuff is perfect. The modern day stuff, I mean, it feels like, hey, the plot for modern day is saving the princess. And that is the entire episode, because the moment we collect, our characters save the bride and Nina, it's all about saving the princess, because Cersei and her men are at the castle, and you just have one big giant action sequence and one big okay, we need to save the princess, save the princess, save the princess, and Rick Flag is, in a sense, he's kind of annoyed by this team already, because he's thinking I'm saving your ass, I'm one of the monsters, and by the end of the episode you just go, God damn. I was saying to myself, I was quoting the bride before the bride said it. Flag, you want monsters? Here you go. Because how Weasel and Dr. Was it Prentice? He is. They're so Cersei gets captured. They have Cersei in custody by the end of the episode, and they just straight forward Weasel is clawing just clawing Cersei left, right, and center, and biting a chunk of her face and all that. I was like, God damn! And I was thinking, okay, get him off of her. And then Dr. Brown is like, yeah, I'll tag along. Oh, burn her face a little bit. I'll just burn her face a little bit. And you just go, God damn! I was like, this is because I heard a lot of people felt like, hey, the first two episodes may follow the twins of, hey, these are not bad guys, they're just good people who do bad things. Typical, they're not bad, they're just misunderstood. No, this is the episode, by the end, you no, these are monsters. Sure, episode 1, I thought it was fine. But 2 and 3, I'm on board. On board indeed. Anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts.